Mo, it's gonna be quick, Mo. I promise, bro. No, hell, it's 90 seconds right here.
90 seconds. Leave me a secret message.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
You're gonna love it.
DeAndre, we heard Jokic spoke to the team on Sunday before the game. There were also some quotes in the media. How often does stuff like that happen? Joker specifically speaking out?
He spoke. Who said he spoke?
I think I heard Michael Malone say that he challenged guys to speak up, and Jokic spoke to the team.
Oh, well, I mean, if Nikola was to speak, I'm sure it would be some positive things that he would have to say. You know, he didn't really talk that much because of his lack of English. However, when he does speak, everybody listens. And if he was to have said something Sunday, I'm sure it would help the guys respond in a positive way.
DeAndre, at the quarter mark of the season, where do you think you guys are?
Not where we want to be just yet.
How do you get to where you want to be?
Habits, stringing together as close to 48 minutes of Nuggets basketball as we possibly can. No game's going to be perfect. We're going to give up things that we plan in the scouting report. That's just the way it is. It's a game of mistakes, but we can't let those things compile and to the way they, make us lose games.
In your mind, what's the greatest priority in terms of adjustments you guys need to make?
I mean, we shouldn't be talking about effort and focus, especially with this team. That is sometimes what we talk about, and we've talked about that as a collective players, not coaches. So it's something that we have to be better at. We have to hold each other a little bit more accountable, and know that the league has gotten a lot better, and we can't just. And also, we've gone through some injuries that we've had, and so that's been unfortunate. But nobody feels sorry for us, so we got to be able to, pick it up, 1 through 15, to where, we are relying on everybody and not just a couple people.
How would you say this team has handled that type of adversity so far?
Both good and bad. I mean, it's a game of runs. It's a roller coaster. I think that, we're handling it okay. We haven't splintered, and we haven't, it hasn't become a blame game. When you get to that point, I think the team is done. And we're not there. We know we're capable of. We know the guys that we have in the locker room. We know that we have a group of coaches who can get us there. We just have to string it and put it together. Like I said earlier, close to 48 minutes as possible, and kind of just try to string together a few wins here, because once you win, that's all that matters.
How frustrating is the hot and cold nature of this team? I mean, I feel like Saturday, Sunday was a perfect encapsulation of that.
I mean, I'm a lot older now, so I try not to let that shit ruin my day or my season. You're going to lose games, and the Wizards was going to beat somebody. They were not going to lose 60 games in a row. Should it have been us? Absolutely not. But we didn't come out ready to play that night, and it just happened. So we got to take the good with the bad. We came out, we played against Atlanta. We had a really good showing. We just got to be able to do that against, teams that are leading the conference, teams that are middle of the pack, and teams that are below 500. We got to be able to come out with the same sense of urgency and focus, regardless of who we're playing.
I noticed you and Augie working on free throws. What is he coaching you through?
I coach him through English sometimes, and he coaches me through a lot of different. No, Ogie's great, man. He has done a thing or two with a pretty good player in Nikola. So I just try to steal some of those things as best as I can, and we work on a lot of one-hand things and not letting my right hand influence the ball, and just getting a lot of reps there with Ogie, which has been great for me.
How do you like these extended off times, like these bye weeks, if you will?
Well, I mean, I get to hang out with my kids a little more, which is great. It does feel weird. It almost feels like All-Star break, except that we're practicing. Oh shit. But I mean, it's good. Some guys get to rest, guys who are injured, so that helps them with their recovery, and it also helps us kind of, clean some things up. We get extra practice time, which we don't really get during the season. We're able to go live and have some physical practices, which have been great, and get us ready for I think we got a tough stretch in December, right? We got so this is the only break that we'll get, so got to be able to enjoy it.
Cool. Thank you, D.